Finally, it's here. Now we can increase our quality with Generative Fill in Photoshop. This is a huge game changer. Today we're going to show you how to do it. Hey there and welcome to Phlearn. My name is Aaron Nace and I'm so excited about this brand new feature because the biggest complaint forever with Generative Fill is it wasn't great quality. Well, now you can take your exact same Generative Fills that you've been using, hit a button and double the quality. So here we are in Photoshop, we got this cool image. Now I want to add some of this dust around the photo and I want to expand it. I also want to just get rid of this little like graffiti and stuff. So let's go ahead and grab our lasso tool. We're going to click here or hit L for the lasso tool. There we go. We're going to make a selection around here. You can see we have a selection there. Now hold down Shift and then you can click and drag and that's going to allow you to add to your selection. So we're just going to see about getting, I guess we'll get the drips while we're at it. Why not? There we go. We'll get the drip right down here. And I guess that's a drip as well. Okay, dripped up. So you can see we selected all that. Just hold Shift with your lasso tool. We're going to click on Generative Fill right here. You don't have to type in anything if you want to remove an object. Just go ahead and click right here on Generate. Okay, that's going to take just a couple of seconds to do. Now keep in mind this feature is in the beta of Photoshop at the time of this recording. So if you haven't done so, be sure to download that. You can do it through your Creative Cloud installer. All right, let's jump back in. You can see this generation has almost completed. And basically it's going to remove all of this graffiti here in the background. There we go. Gone. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now we can see as we zoom in, the quality looks pretty good. But for the first time ever, right where we have our variations, be sure you're in your properties window. If you don't see properties, just go up here to window and then down here to properties, make sure it has a check. Okay, so here are your variations. You can see I can click through these and we have just, different variations on the removal. There we go. That one looks good. And this icon right up here is going to go ahead and increase the quality. So let's go ahead and click there on that icon. You can see it said enhancing details, and this doubles the resolution of the area you select, which is super cool. Okay, let's jump back in. Now that all that graffiti is gone, we're going to go back to our layers. I'm just going to make a selection right around here. There we go. You can see we have a nice large selection. We're going to go to where it says Generative Fill, and I'm going to type in pink dust. There we go. Now, if you want to do this a couple of times, just go ahead and select your text and hit Control-Command-C to copy it, and then we're just going to generate it. That way, we can just paste this into the new dialog box without having to type in the same thing over and over again. Just a real quick, it's copy and paste. We all know about that, but it's a great technique when you're doing this sort of thing. So here you can see we have our pink dust. It looks really, really good. Now we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We're gonna make a selection right up here. Let's hold Shift and go ahead and make a selection up there as well. Add to that pink dust. Let's click Generative Fill, Control-Command-V, just paste that in. We have pink dust and then go ahead and hit on Generate. So now we got pink dust everywhere. Now we can go back and enhance the quality at any time. So it's not like you don't have to do it. There's no time limit or anything like that. So once this is done generating, we're gonna go back through and then enhance the quality on everything. All right, so some pink dust, put a basketball hoop there. That's kind of interesting. All right, pretty interesting responses for pink dust. Now at this point, you have a couple options. You can literally just click Generate again, and this is just gonna generate you more variations for the pink dust. Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll leave that and then make a new selection over here and then just hit pink dust again. So sometimes you just kind of have to do it over and over again. Let's see what it's giving us. It's giving us a mailbox. It's giving us the foot of a goat. This is just hilarious. Okay, we'll just do that. And then on a new layer, let's go ahead and click over here, make a selection, and we'll just type Generative Fill, Control-Command-V, again, pink dust, same thing, just hit Generate. Sometimes if you don't get exactly what you want, it helps to make a new Generative Fill layer. So that's kind of what we're done. By making a new selection with the lasso tool and selecting this right around here, it's basically creating a new Gen Fill layer, and then it's just gonna go ahead and fill that in, hopefully, cross our fingers, with some pink dust. All right, almost done generating. Finally, that's exactly what we want. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go through. Let's check out our layers. So you can see we have our background layer. We have a few Generative Fill layers here. So let's go through each of these. We're just gonna start with this very top one. Click on Properties right up here. There we go. And then here we have our variations. Let's click on this button there and it says Enhancing Detail. You can see it went pretty quick, but we just wanna make sure that we go through each of these selections and enhance that detail afterwards. There we go. I mean, we have the tech now. We might as well just do it on every single variation, right? Perfect. So that doubled the detail on that before and after. It's really good. And honestly, it matches this photograph quality. Great. Coolest thing yet, you can actually use this feature when you use Generative Expand, like with your crop tool. If you want to crop the image bigger, this is amazing because a lot of the time you're making a lot of new information there. If it was lower quality before, you could really tell. So let's go ahead and expand this out and use this automatically enhanced detail to make it look twice quality. Okay, let's hit C for the crop tool. We're just going to go ahead and zoom out here a little bit. Now with your crop tool, you can see I'm on the crop tool there. Make sure up here at the top it says Fill, go to Generative Expand. Okay, that's important there. So click on that, Generative Expand, and then we're just going to click here on the outside. Now here's the cool thing. I'm going to just click and drag there, but if I hold Alt or Option, it's going to go from both sides at the same time. Okay, you can do this with a crop tool. You can even do this with the transform tool. Let's go ahead and bring it up there and get our guy centered in our composition. That looks great. So you can see the fill is set to Generative Expand. Perfect. What would you like to generate? You don't have to type in anything there. Just go right over here to generate. So it's going to increase the crop. You can see this white area that's all around here. All this is going to be basically filled using AI, making sure that we can completely change the composition of our image. And it's going to incorporate our new pink dust as well. Cool. So here we have a few different options. I think this one looks really good. Oh, you know what? It's so funny. You can see what's going on here. This pink dust. It's like, why is there a hard line? It's because this Generative Expand layer, I was actually selected on like a layer down below when we did that Generative Expand. Okay, so the Generative Expand actually showed up down below. Let's go ahead and take it and bring it up to the very top. You can see that didn't fix the problem either. So what we want to do in that case is just delete it. So if you ever had this issue, just delete it. We'll just go very up to the top. You know what? I'm just going to hit undo, Control or Command Z a few times before the crop. There we go. So I've literally gone back in time by hitting Control or Command Z. And now check this out. I was on this layer. So it generated the it generated the Generative Fill layer, the Gen Crop. It generated that above the pink dust, but it was still under these other two layers. Okay. So just make sure you have your top layer selected. That's an important detail if you ever run into this issue. Okay, again, let's hit C for that crop tool. Go ahead and click on your image. So you see your crop shield here. Click and drag out, or you can hold Alt or Option, and it's going to click and drag out from both sides at the same time, which is super cool. Let's go ahead and do this again. You can see same steps here. I'm just on the very top layer here. So let's go ahead. You don't have to type in anything there. Just click on Generate now. There we go. It's great sometimes when that happens during these videos because it's like an issue that you might have had at home or something. Like now, if you run into that same issue, you're gonna be like, I know how to fix that. Okay, see how it works much better here? I made sure I was on the top layer there, and then the Generative Expand is on the top of everything. And then we don't have like weird lines or anything like that, right? Like the Gen Fill is working much better. Honestly, I think that's a really cool one there. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in here. So as I zoom in, you're gonna immediately notice the quality, right? So this right here, look at that beautiful quality. That's from the earlier Gen Fills that we did, okay? And you can see we increased the quality. Now, look at this is our new Gen Fill, and it doesn't have nearly the quality. So this is the new, this is the previous, this is the new, this is the previous. So you can see it really makes a big difference here, especially when you're doing these large areas. So let's go ahead and zoom in again. Now we're gonna go to our variation and click this icon right there. Boom. There you go. It says enhancing detail, and it doubled the detail. Now it looks absolutely fantastic. Looks much more realistic, and we have way more detail in this final rendering. And how cool is that? I mean, just the fact, let's just zoom that out. The fact that we were able to go from, let's just group all these together. This was the original photograph that we were working with, and now we've expanded it to include all that. Absolutely incredible. Big updates, just again, be sure you're on the Photoshop beta to get access to this brand new feature. Thanks so much for watching. Click that big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you want to get more free tutorials, click on subscribe. Thanks again. I'll Phlearn you later. Bye everyone.